Imagine you're walking down the street and someone approaches you and asks you if you want to buy their magazine. And you respectfully decline, no, thank you. And then all of a sudden, they get right up in your face and they start cussing you out. And mother, how dare you? You're like, wait a minute. What are you doing? And somebody sees the whole thing unfold and they call the police. Police get there, you're like, thank God. And then they're like, put your hands behind your back. And they start to arrest you like, what are you doing? I'm not the one who. Yes. And then they haul you off to jail. And of course you'd be like, I was not the aggressor. What is going on? And listen, this, my friends, is revenge blocking. Someone approaches you on a dating app, says or does something offensive, you tell them as such, cut off the communication because narcissists now are always the victim and easily offended. Next thing you know, you find that you have been kicked off the app, sometimes for months and sometimes indefinitely. Because what you got to understand is like Match.com is one of the umbrella, is the umbrella company and owns all these different platforms. If you find out that you kicked off this one, you kicked off a bunch of them. And see, the person who reported you, they reported you as someone who violated the terms and conditions of the app simply because you tried to do the honorable thing and say, no, thank you. And see, sometimes your narcissistic ex, oh yeah, they will do this, and this is called revenge dating. Now, we already know that the dating app waters full of narcissistic predators. We know this. Now they've taken their abuse tactics to a whole new low. For many, this is especially traumatic because since a lot of y'all, you work from home, this is part of the culture now, don't get out much, don't have a lot of opportunities to socialize. So what happens is you get kicked off of an app. This is one of your main ways of meeting people, interacting. This can cause a lot of anxiety, causes trauma. Now you're feeling more isolated. Why does this matter? Well, we know 2019, they did a study. 40% of people were meeting online. This is 2023. So I'm thinking the number has gone up. Okay? So, since we know this, what do? What's the solution? Scripture says this: a prudent person foresees danger and takes precaution. How does this relate to the whole dating app thing? Well, especially if you are an empath and you fear hurting people's feelings and, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I get all that. I'm an empath myself. But here's the deal. If someone says or does something offensive, you best get to reporting. See, this ain't like you being mean or any of that. See, the reason the option is there is so that they can try to keep the platform safe. And if you don't use that option, now you are letting the sharks infest the water. Okay, we know it's a shark. Now, in full transparency, I ain't a fan of dating apps for this very reason. It's a narcissistic playground, but it's just a reality of the whole dating world. Okay. Now, one of my preferences is someone introduce you, this a friend, family, at least we know that there's some kind of connection there. This ain't foolproof either. Okay, I get that. But at least you got access to, some information. You can ask some questions as somewhat of a character reference. All right. Now, there are definitely people out here. I want to encourage you. There are definitely people out here that want love, ain't playing games, okay? My clients, they want true love. So I know it's real. It's a factual thing, all right? You just have to make sure that you do your due diligence to stay safe. So this has been a Doc Reed public service announcement. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you been the victim of this narcissistic revenge blocking? Have you been disrespected on a dating app? Are you discouraged by the dating process. If this is you, you know what to do. Go to my website, christopherreed.org, schedule your free 30-minute consultation. Why? So I can tell you how coaching can help you to successfully navigate these narc infested waters of dating. Y'all be safe out there. Peace.